There was once peace in Israel, a fragile quiet that settled over the arid hills of Judea. Peace never lasts forever, and now war was drawing near. The drums of the Philistines echoed from the western hills, a sound that crawled under the skin of every Israelite soldier camped in the valley of Elah. I still can't believe it, a young recruit muttered, polishing his spear tip. The Philistines attacking our land.
Sure they're ready?
I just want to go home. His captain, a scarred veteran, slapped the dust from his tunic. We stop here, the captain declared, his voice rough. Tomorrow, we crush them. The Israelites were led by King Saul, the first king of Israel, a man chosen by the prophet Samuel, tall and imposing, yet visibly burdened by the crowd. Even though King Saul received a warm welcome from his soldiers as he inspected the lines, his heart was very worried, for he knew what waited across the valley. Among the Philistines stood a giant warrior named Goliath of Gath, a man who seemed more myth than mortal, his bronze armor glittering like a dragon's scale in the morning sun. Goliath struck fear into the hearts of even the bravest men. Every morning, for 40 days, Goliath would go to the front lines, his voice a booming thunder that rolled across the canyon to challenge the Israelites. All right, boys, the Israelite captain sighed, forcing bravado. Orders are in. We're heading to the front lines. No Philistine gets past the valley. They march to the ridge, shields locked, only to be met by the familiar, terrifying sight. "Hello, boys," the giant roared, stepping forward, his shadow covering him. "Oh my God," a soldier whispered, his knees trembling. "He's massive." "What kind of man is that?" Goliath laughed, a sound like shifting gravel. "They call me Goliath." Another soldier dropped his spear. "He's not a man, he's a monster." Goliath slammed the butt of his massive spear into the earth, shaking the ground. "Send a man to fight me. If he falls, all of Israel bows down to me." He paused, scanning the trembling line. "We need backup now," he taunted, though the Israelites were the ones who truly needed backup. "Who of you idiots want to die first?" Even King Saul was at a loss, pacing his tent, unsure of how to deal with such a formidable enemy. With the shadow of war looming over Israel, King Saul sent messengers throughout the land to gather more soldiers for the battle, desperate for any man who might turn the tide. One of these messengers arrived in Bethlehem, a quiet village nestled in the hills, where an elderly man named Jesse lived with his 8 sons. "Listen up, people," the messenger cried in the village square. "War is upon us. King Saul calls every man to battle. Who among you will fight the Philistines?" Jesse's 3 eldest sons, Eliab, Abinadab, and Shammah, stepped forward. "We will stand with King Saul against the Philistines." Jesse embraced them, his eyes proud but fearful. "Son," he said to Eliab, "remember, battles are won with faith as much as strength." Eliab nodded grimly. "This is my chance to finally prove myself, Father." David, the youngest son, watched as his brothers prepared to leave. He was ruddy, with fine eyes and a shepherd's wiry strength, but he was still just a youth. He wished he could go with them, to serve his king and his God, but he knew he had to stay behind because he was too young to fight, tasked instead with tending the family flock. The next morning, David's brothers joined the messenger and left for King Saul's camp in the valley of Elah, ready to face the Philistines and defend Israel. David stayed behind to take care of his father's sheep, the loneliness of the hills his only companion. "I can't believe they left without me," he murmured, watching them disappear over the ridge. But he promised himself that he would do everything he could to support his brothers and his people. His duty was not glamorous, but it was dangerous. Days later, a lion stalked the flock, its eyes gleaming. David, armed only with his sling and staff, roared at the beast and chased it down, rescuing the lamb from its jaws. Another night, a bear lumbered from the caves. David, trusting in the Lord, did not run. He drove it back, his sling singing in the dark. "Whoa," he breathed, catching his breath after the bear fled. "That was really close." "Hey guys," he said to the sheep, "we're safe now." In the fields with the sheep, David's faith deepened. He played his harp, his voice carrying in the quiet air. "In the fields with the sheep, with my heart I will weep songs to praise your name." 6 additional information. In your love, I remain. When the lion draws near, I will stand without fear. By your hand, I am strong. In your strength, I belong. Oh my God, you are near. In my soul, there's no fear. With my heart, I will play devotion every day. Weeks passed since the eldest sons had left, and the stalemate at the valley continued. Jesse, old and worried, paced outside his home. "It's time to bring some food to my sons. I hope he's somewhere close." David, returning from the fields, saw his father. "Father, here I am." "Hello, son," Jesse said, his voice frail. "Come here and give your old man a hug." David embraced him, smelling of the field. "Father, I rescued the sheep from the lion and the bear." Jesse smiled, patting his son's head, not quite grasping the truth of it. "Oh, David, you don't have to make up stories to impress me." But Father, enough, David, Jesse interrupted, handing him a heavy sack of roasted grain and cheeses. "If you want to be useful, bring this food to your brothers at the battlefield." "But I mean," David hesitated, looking back at the sheep. Early the next morning, David left the sheep in the care of another young shepherd boy. "Goodbye, David. Good luck on your journey," said the boy. "Thanks, Sam," David replied, adjusting the sack. "Catch you later." He journeyed for a day, the tension in the air growing thicker as he neared the valley of Elah. He arrived at the sprawling, chaotic camp of the Israelites. What is a boy doing in a place like this?" the guard grumbled. "I come with food. It's for my brothers," David explained. "The battle is about to begin," the guard said, taking the sack. "But you can leave the food with me. The battle is about to begin. I need to find my brothers." "One day, here, take the food," David said, thrusting the provisions at the man. "Wait, where are you going?" "I'm going to help my brothers." David ran toward the ridge, just as the booming voice of Goliath echoed across the ravine. "Oh no," the guard muttered. "He's going to Goliath." On the Philistine side, Goliath prepared for his daily ritual. "Sharpen your blades, men. By nightfall, not a single Israelite will be left standing." David reached the ridge, peering over the edge. I can hear them," he whispered. "Oh no, it's Goliath. He's coming." The giant emerged, contemptuous and massive. "You cowards! Fight me!" The Israelite line instinctively recoiled. David stared, not in fear, but in anger. "Who are you?" the soldier asked, noticing the boy. "Me? HM. Who is this Philistine?" David demanded, his voice clear. And why is no one fighting him? The soldier scoffed. Oh, you can't fight a man like that. No one can. But we have to do something, David insisted. If no one else will fight him, then I will do it. His brother, Eliab, having overheard, spun around, his face dark with anger. David, are you stupid? Do you think you can fight Goliath? Eliab, but no one wants to fight him. Oh, you stupid little boy. Eliab hissed, grabbing his arm. Of course no one wants to fight him. He's a giant. I know he's a giant, David said, pulling free. But I trust that God will protect me. Listen to me, little brother, Eliab said, trying to push him away from the front line. Stop acting silly now and go back to your sheep before you get yourself killed. No, Eliab, I can't just stand by and do nothing. The nearby soldiers stared. Wow, this kid is crazy. One of them saw the conviction in David's eyes and ran for the command tent. Someone tell the king. The soldier found King Saul in his tent, agonizing over the stalemate. King, sir. The soldier paused, seeing the king's despair. Omar, are you crying? No. Of course not, Saul blustered, wiping his eyes. If you want someone to talk to, I could. I'm not crying. Why are you here? What do you want? My king, there's someone outside. Someone who says they're willing to fight Goliath. Saul stood up straight. What? Right away. David was brought into the tent, small, young, and still carrying his shepherd's staff. I'm David, my lord. Saul stared, his hope collapsing. Is this a joke? You're just a boy. Saul turned away, sinking onto his stool. Dear God, why have you abandoned me? God has not abandoned us, my king, David said quietly. He just waits for someone to believe again. Saul rounded on him. And what do you know about God, little boy? David stood tall. When a lion took one of my father's sheep, I chased it down. When a bear came in the night, I drove it back into the wild. It wasn't because of my strength. It was because of faith. Saul looked at the boy, truly seeing him for the first time. The prophet Samuel's words echoed in his mind, a memory of anointing oil and a prophecy of a new king. Well, Saul said, a fragile hope dawning. Maybe you came here for a reason. If it's true, if the Lord truly is with you, you could be my champion. Thank you, my king, David said with a firm nod. I'll give everything I have. As David left the tent, Saul whispered to the empty air, what have I done? God be with him. David walked past the rows of soldiers, bypassing the armory. He went to the brook in the valley, ignoring the stairs, and selected 5 smooth stones. He walked out onto the battlefield, armed only with his staff, his sling, and his faith. Goliath saw him coming and bellowed with laughter. This is Israel's champion, a child. Don't you know who I am? Goliath roared at David. I know your name, your fame, and your pride, David shouted back, his voice clear and steady. But I don't fear you like the others do. Is that so? Goliath snarled, advancing. I'll break you bone by bone and leave what's left of you for the birds. David raised his sling. You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. You fool, Goliath spat. Your God has sent you to die. No, David cried, placing a stone in the sling. This day, the Lord will deliver you into my hands. and the whole world will know there is a God in Israel. He began to swing the sling faster and faster, a blur of motion. Goliath raised his shield, annoyed, but David was quick. He released the stone. It flew true, a perfect, whistling shot that struck the giant in the one place his armor didn't cover, his forehead. Goliath stopped. He looked confused. He swayed, and then fell, crashing to the earth with the sound of an avalanche. Silence. Then, a single Israelite. No, that
They're
boy.
here. Look.
He killed him. He did it. The boy defeated the giant. A cheer erupted from the Israelite line. Now, rise, men, for Israel, for Israel, for Israel. The army surged forward. The Philistines, seeing their champion fall, panicked. They're coming. We need to go. Oh no, forget the battle, run. Run for your lives. The Israelites charged, King Saul at their head, empowered by the boy's faith. Charge forward. God fights with us. Show them no mercy. The Philistines broke and fled. And so, the story of Goliath was over. But the story of David had just begun.
Okay, mate.